If you've got ADHD, then your money situation might look completely chaotic and you've probably not got very much money. There is a reason for that. There are so many reasons why ADHDers really struggle with their money. If you haven't met me before, I'm Maddy Alexander Grout. I'm an ADHD money and business coach and author of best-selling ADHD money book, Mad About Money. So let's start with the executive function. When you have ADHD, your executive function is impaired. So that affects so many things when it comes to your money situation. Forgetting to pay bills, not budgeting consistently, not budgeting at all, things like paperwork and admin, all of the things that go into organization for your money situation, those things are impaired. So it's not you, you're not just bad with money, you actually have a reason for being bad with money. Time blindness. Time blindness is something which affects all of us. Like, you will get a bill through your letterbox. You might put it to one side and think, I'll open that later. Or you might be scared of opening it at all. I actually used to be in £40,000 worth of debt. I moved house 3 times to avoid having to pay some of my bills, thinking that they would never find me. Of course, they found me. It's just the thing. The electoral roll is a thing. So things like forgetting parking, like forgetting to pay parking fines or speeding tickets, or forgetting that you've actually parked somewhere and then returning late and then getting a fine. Things like those things. Long term planning, like we're very much in the now. So planning for the future when you've got ADHD, when you are looking at your money situation, we see the right now, and if that right now looks really bad, then it's a bit of a struggle for all of us. We are very much dopamine based spenders. So I have struggled with spending addiction for the past 15 years. And the reason, and probably even more than that, actually, I'm going to go with 25. So I'm 42. I know I don't look it, but in terms of our spending, like for me, it was a bit of freedom when I was 15 years old, going into town and we just used to buy things for the sake of buying them. And that kind of helped me to form my money situation because I just thought that, yeah, if you're happy, you spend. If you're sad, you spend. We spend emotionally, but we are low in dopamine, and spending gives us that dopamine hit that we need when we are trying to make ourselves happy, which is hard. Shame and fear. A lot of people don't look at their money situation when they've got ADHD because A, they know it's going to be bad. B, they are full of shame from the money situations that they've been in the past. Like, our past really, really does affect our money situations. We might have been told in the past that we're bad with money. And then we just think, well, if I'm bad at it, well, why should I bother? And that's really, really tough when you've got an ADHD brain. We struggle with things like inconsistent income. So, a lot of ADHDers, in fact, 70% of entrepreneurs have ADHD. We haven't fitted in the workplace. We have been ousted out because people don't understand us. They don't understand our brains. So, therefore, we become self employed. And then that comes with its own individual problems because we don't have that consistent revenue and that consistent income. So, we've got this fluctuation in our income. And that means that budgeting can be quite difficult. Money advice from people who are neurotypical, who don't understand our brains. They're like, hey, just make a budget. If only it was that easy. Making a budget can be really, really tough. So when you're sitting down to make a budget, my biggest tips are make it fun. I know that it's never going to be fun actually doing the budget. But if you put in fun things, you're more likely to look at it because you're like, hey, I've got some money for eating out or getting takeaways, or like, it's about organizing your money so that you enjoy the budgeting process as much as you possibly can. Daily routines impact our finances. Like, I've just moved house and I now have to walk past a million shops to take my kids to school, and I'm like, oh, hey, I'll just pop in and buy a coffee, or I'll just get a Greg's, or like all of those kind of things. It's because it's in our mind, it's in our visual. Like, if something is visual, we're going to go, hey, I'm going to go and do that. So things like routines, and also the stuff that comes with having children, things like that. I've got 2 children, both of them are neurodivergent. Like, the amount of stuff they break is insane. The amount of things that they lose is insane. They're very small versions of me, so that is also hard. What you don't need is more discipline. What you don't need is more attention. Like, actually, people think that people who have got ADHD have like a complete deficit in attention. I think we've got more attention than anybody else. We have so many things going on. We've got loads of thoughts running around in our brains, and that is overwhelming. So, if you think you're bad with money, I promise you, you're not. You are struggling with money because of the fact that you've got ADHD. You are not bad with money. Repeat after me. I'm not bad with money. I have ADHD. Now, there are things like ADHD tax. It's not a tax imposed on you by the government. Like, God, I mean, they are bad, but they're not that bad. ADHD tax is things that, everyday people who have got ADHD experience, and it's an average of £1,700 a year, and that's on a good day. So ADHD tax will definitely impact your finances. Relationships, the way that you are with your friends, like we are constant people pleasers. So it might be that you might be the first person at the bar ordering the round. It might be that you go out for dinner and it's too hard to split the bill. So you're just like, fuck it. Like, I'll pay for all of it. Just because that emotional and executive function in that moment, you're just like, oh, I can't be bothered with it. So I'm just going to pay for all of it. I think that so many people do this and it's just not spoken about. There is a lot of shame brought on people in general when it comes to money. Like, I don't tell people that they shouldn't have anything. There are no shoulds or shouldn'ts in money. Money is something which it's very personal to you, and trying to do money in a way that works for other people is not necessarily going to work for you, especially if you've got an ADHD brain. So when you are thinking about your money situation, think about what works for you and your family, not for somebody else's. Don't do what you think you should do. I mean, obviously there are things that we have to pay for every single month. There are the bills, there are, the mortgage, the rent, the gas, the electricity. And then there are all of the things around that. But you can set up pots in your bank account so that those things that are around it are not as hard for you. So I've got a free community. It's called the Maddyverse. Come and hang out there. All of the links are in my bio. You can come and check it out. I've also got a podcast which is coming back in February called Mad About with Maddy Alexander Grout, where I interview lovely people and we talk about lived experience with ADHD. I'm just going to mention my book a little bit as well, because if you are struggling with your money and you want to know more about my story, about how I was in £40,000 of debt twice, how I completely and utterly bumbled my way through life, feeling like I was broken until the age of 37, then come and check out my podcast and my book. My book is called Mad About Money. It is not a boring money book. It's not just about money either, actually. It is also about neurodiversity. It's about my diagnosis. It's about how I realised I had ADHD and all of the things that I've learned. It's also something that you can have a read through if you are a business owner, if you're thinking about starting a business, or if any of the things that I have said today resonate with you and you want to learn a little bit more about how to budget effectively within your remit, within your brain, and within your energy space, then it might be something that you might like. Mad About Money, Managing Finances and Life with ADHD. It has been promoted on some amazing podcasts. It's been around. There have been lots of famous people who have held my book in their hands, which is pretty cool. And this year I am actually launching my second book, which is equally as exciting, and that's going to be called Mad About Business, Entrepreneurship with ADHD. So, just in case you're wondering, who is this weird woman with the crazy pink hair? It's sometimes red, sometimes pink, sometimes rainbow. I'm all about it. And in case you're wondering who this crazy lady is, you are right. I am quite crazy. I am the full shebang of neurodivergence. I have all of the things. And come and follow me on my socials. I'm everywhere. I'm on YouTube. I'm on Instagram. I'm on TikTok, I'm on LinkedIn, Maddy Alexander Grout. Just search for me. I come up everywhere. My TikTok account, Maddy Alexander Grout, is my visual reminder that I used to be terrible at content. So if you want to follow that, you can. I think I need to find a better way of signing these off, because it's not a podcast. I do my podcast, that's very different, but this is just hey, I'm Maddie, I'm just going to talk shit at you for 10 minutes and see if you like it. So follow me if you want more of this. Tell me in the comments, what is it you struggle with? What do you want to learn about? And I will help you. Lots of love. See you later.